Today on Smackey's Garage, we're going to be adding battery tenders in my garage to help me better maintain my car batteries. Both of these cars don't get driven as much as I'd like to, and over time the batteries I can feel are getting less and less of a charge. So we're going to go ahead and add these battery tenders. Now we're going to go ahead and set them up on the wall so it's nice and easy to use. Let's go ahead and look at the battery maintainers that I've chosen. Okay, so here's the battery tender that we're going to be adding. So it's from Battery Tender. It's a 3 amp selectable battery charger and maintainer. Now the maintainer part is really important because you want a battery charger with smarts in it that can actually maintain the charge level rather than have a constant trickle of energy going to it so your battery doesn't kind of overfill. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to hook this up. With the battery tender, you get this 3 amp battery charger maintainer and then these connectors for charging the car. But what I like to do is I actually like to buy this, which is the quick connect kits with the ring terminals, so I can put it on the car and it can stay on the car. For myself, I find when something's fully installed on the car and much easier to access, I'm more likely to use it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this on my car. So one thing I should note is you don't actually need to buy that separate kit if you don't want to. I have it because I like to have one on each one of my cars, but if you look at these, there's actually ring terminals here. And if you read this note, it says you can take these apart and then just use the ring terminals on this. So I'm going to use a 3mm hex and take these out so I can add one more to my car. All right, now with these 2 clips off over here, I have this extra set of ring terminals that I can go ahead and put on any one of my cars. Now, this car right here, my Shelby GT500, has a capacitance alarm. And what that means is essentially that anytime someone gets near the car, the alarm will go off. Well, it'll actually beep at someone and let them know that it knows that they're there. But to do that, it needs to use a lot of energy. One of the things I've noticed is about over the period of a month, the battery will go completely dead if it's not being charged. So that's why I hooked one of these up here. Now you can see the way that I have it set up is I have the battery tender on the ground. I'm actually running a 4 amp one there, but then the wire runs down through here and into the engine bay. We'll look at exactly where that goes. Now in this engine bay, the battery is all the way over there in the back. So all I really had to do was take this kit and run the wires from here to the connector, which is underneath here, to the point where I can just pull it up a little bit and I don't need to open the hood to get to it. But this is as easy as it is to set it up in the newer car. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to set it up in my old car because not only do I need one here, but I also need one in that car. Now I will say when I do install it in the cars, I typically leave the hood open because in my mind that's good practice enough to remind me that it is plugged in, because if you do have the hood down and everything is good to go, you could just drive right off and you end up ripping it out of the wall and dragging it with you. So I've typically found it better to actually prop the hood up a little bit and just let it sit so you know that there's a battery tender on it. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this installation on my 1969 Mustang, but it should be the same pretty much for all vehicles. All we're going to be doing is connecting to the battery itself and running the leads to somewhere easy to access. All right, now to go ahead and get this installed, all we need to do is open the hood and then add it to the terminals. So already on this, I do have 2 wires directly attached to it for my 6AL. So I have this positive and this negative, which are going to over there to drive that. So with that, I'm just going to add these 2 here, but I could also add a bus or something here to better access it. So I'm going to just add these here, so 1 and 2, and I'm probably going to put them out the front just so that I can kind of connect from here to over to here. Now one end of this is fused, which is perfect because you don't want to get any shorts. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect both sides of this from the battery because I do not want to deal with any getting shocked at all. But a better way to set this up would be to have a bus off of this that I could access, and maybe I'll set that up at some point if I'm running a lot of power directly from the battery. So with this, I'm going to go ahead, I'm actually going to run the positive side over to here. I'm going to put the negative side on the other one. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this directly through the front up here and then out. So what I could do is I could put it through here so that I could charge it without having to take this off, but I don't really need to do that. So I'm just going to find a place to zip tie it up front up here so that I can just quickly plug it in. Now, I think one of the best things about these is you can mount them to the wall. And when you put them to the wall, all you need to do is reach over to the car and plug it in. So what I've decided to do is to mount it pretty much right in front of the car where it's easy to access, where all I really need to do is plug one end to the wall and then plug the other end directly into the car. And there we have it. We are all set up. Now, the nice thing about this battery tender is you get a lot of different options. So personally, I like mine mounted on the wall somewhere near the car. And then you can see you either can charge lithium batteries, your AGM standard batteries, and you can do 6 volts and 12 volts either. Now, this battery tender here is supposed to have spark protection, so you don't have to worry about getting any sparks. The connection's all the way out here away from the battery. And it also has protection, so you don't need to worry about hooking it up in reverse. I can just leave it and not have to worry at all about the car. Now, with that plugged in, the battery should not go dead and it should just maintain it at a full charge at all times. And for the final installation, you can see the battery tender is there on the wall. Wires going up directly to the charger, and then it's connected right to the front of the car. So nothing to worry about. All I have to do is pull in and it's gonna be nice and easy to plug the car directly in. Well, that's it. So the battery tenders are installed. Now I really don't have to worry about my vehicles anymore. All I have to do is unplug them and go. It's gonna end up saving me probably about 100, maybe 200 bucks a year, not having to replace these batteries. Thanks for tuning in this week on Smackey's Garage. I'll see you next time.